disrespectful to you. Okay. But for those of you who don't know, I know Dolly, and I was a little bit messing with her, but I'm glad that she said everything that she said.
Yeah.
Okay, so y'all talked about the how Medgar Evers was killed and his family experienced the trauma. We look at MLK's murder and the trauma that his family experienced, the family was ripped up. We talked earlier about slavery ripping families apart. That's such a horrible thing that it was. So when I first heard about Black Lives Matter, I wanted to be on board with it, on board with the hashtag, support the statement, and all that. Until a pastor one day grabbed me and says, "Have you read what they stand for on the website?" And when I see the term, the phrase that the goal is to disrupt the Western prescribed nuclear family, I'm whoa, wait, that's the trauma that has been occurring over the years and years and years, repeatedly. And we're working to get more Black fathers to stand up and lead their families. And then I see this movement that I want to support as being the opposite of that. And I would like to hear, I know that the young lady said that that's not necessarily her goal in life is to have that nuclear, Western prescribed nuclear family that most in the Black community, as several people have mentioned here, and many of the churches, many of the pastors would see as a biblical family. And so, like, there's a tension that I would feel that I would see if you guys like to respond.
Well, I'll answer the first part and then just.
Okay.
So, at what point, because I don't know how familiar you might be with African American history, but at what point did you think that African American families became nuclear?
At what point did they become nuclear? I would say that whether a family is Muslim, is Christian, is American Indian, is whatever, they all kind of generally have the same, Catholic, Protestant, they have the same concept of a nuclear family. So there's a husband, there's a wife, or wives, and there's children. But for there to not be a male-centered patriarchal society is, I would say, that male-centeredness, because that's the term on the website, is throughout African history, European history, and thus African American history as well.
Well, the African American community has never, ever been nuclear. The family structure is never, like, not even one day has it been.
That's what we were just talking about.
And it's always been an extended family. We've always been raised by multiple generations, grandmothers and aunties and uncles. There's a popular proverb that says it takes a village to raise a child. Anybody here older than me will tell us stories about how they would go play, and somebody's neighbor could just whip them for acting up in public and not doing what they were supposed to do. Then they'll tell you how they go home and get spanked again by their parents. We've always had an extended family. We've always had this village concept. So I don't think you should feel threatened by the women on this website who say that is not their aim for it to be a nuclear family, because it's never been, And secondly, it's been very functional in that way. For us to try to model a system of, mother, father, 2.5 kids in a picket fence or whatever it is, that's not how families function best. That's some old post-industrial stuff where people had cars and they didn't live near their boat no more. So that nuclear family concept isn't even natural for white people. So to say that that's how things should be is a little misdirected, I think.
Well,
now, if you're talking about a father being in a home, definitely nobody is against, men or nobody hates men or thinks that fathers shouldn't be around, but you're looking at a situation for the past 30 years or since this or even before with this whole mass incarceration, where the family concept has shifted and women had to make do.
Okay, getting waves.
Oh, no, sorry.
Oh, okay.